That's right. You know, the Durham Housing Authority says 1,200 households are behind on rent, and of that number, 100 households are at high risk of eviction.
I got to reach them. They're saying I owe $1,000.
Betty Wright is almost 2 years behind on her rent. She's been living here in McDougal Terrace for 17 years, telling me this happens when she calls the front office.
They don't answer the phone down there for us.
Her next door neighbor, Corinthia Rainey, is 2 months behind on her rent.
And I'm, trying to be productive in society and raise these kids.
Both women are unemployed. Corinthia, holding her 6-month-old daughter, telling me she can't work because she has to watch her kids, and daycare will be too expensive if she did. She's also concerned about the living conditions her 4 children are exposed to every day. It's now been fixed, but her ceiling caved in a few years ago. She says she has concerns about the conditions at the property, including saying she sees many roaches.
For a 2-year-old, now 3, to say moach or roach is mind-boggling. Like, how do you know what that is?
Durham Housing Authority leaders appealing to city council members for a $1.5 million loan, telling me the agency is in a $3 million shortfall. Officials say one of the reasons why is that they have 1,200 households behind on rent, with a little more than 100 households at high risk of eviction.
There are likely housing authorities in the state of North Carolina with higher collection rates because they actively enforced their lease during the COVID-19 period, whereas Durham Housing Authority took an approach to try to help families and avoid eviction.
Chief Executive Officer Anthony Snell says the other reason there's a shortfall is the agency wiped out $6 million from its reserve fund during the 2019 McDougal Terrace carbon monoxide crisis that impacted hundreds of residents. The money covered food, temporary housing, and other improvements in the home.
There were some improvements on the site, moving from using gas stoves, changing over to electrical.
And as a result, he says the agency is behind on paying contractors and its utilities.
I have outstanding utilities that I have to pay, okay, that are probably somewhere in the neighborhood between $1.5 and $1.7 million.
Meantime, DHA residents like these women tell me they don't have a timeline on when they'll be able to make enough payments to bring them current. But they do believe things will get better one day.
I want to be a success story to say, okay, we came from this, but we got there.
And not all of DHA's budget is impacted by this shortfall. They tell me they have several new housing developments that they've actually been able to make progress on. Meantime, City Council is expected to vote on whether or not they will actually give that $1.5 million loan to DHA on June 16th.